So you're an emerging speaker. You're not sure what to do to get started. Well, if you're like me, when I first started, I second-guessed myself all the way. And I really didn't know if I could do it. But I was passionate about two things. I loved humor. I loved making people laugh, even though I wasn't necessarily funny. But I also loved business. I was an entrepreneur, even through college. I had my own little business that I ran over the summers when I came home from school. I always knew I loved business, and that's what I went to college to study. So at the beginning, what you can do now is you're emerging, becoming that expert, is do what I did. Interview other experts. My very first two products were, number one, Laugh and Get Rich. My business and speaking mentor, Rick Siegel, had invited me to write this book with him. And the irony was, when I wrote this book, I wasn't funny and I wasn't rich. But I interviewed a lot of people who were. So what I was doing was actually gathering the information to put it in a usable format for other people to consume. And coming from the stand-up comedy to the speaking business, a lot of speakers came to me asking for advice on how to be funnier. Again, even though I wasn't a headliner comedian, wasn't one of the greatest, funniest people, people knew my background and wanted to know and shorten their learning curve. They came to me. So not feeling I could really advise them, I thought of what I did have. And one of my assets was I knew the best headliner speakers in Boston, who were humorists, and the best Boston comedians. So what I did again is what worked. This time I reproduced for a different subject, which was learn how the pros make them laugh. What I did is sat down and interviewed the experts, the friends that I knew. I interviewed them for an hour, and then I condensed it down to a solid, rock solid half-hour interview each. So 8 interviews, 4 CDs, my next big product. Because what I was doing is what I teach all to do, is to package your process and you'll profit. So if you're a new speaker just getting started and maybe don't have that confidence to create your own products, you can create a product by interviewing other experts. Find people in your industry who would be willing to let you interview them. And here's the funny part. Here's the part that shocked me, is that all of them allowed me to. There was only a couple who turned me down. But what I look at is what I was doing was creating a product that they could sell as well. So they could sit down with me for an hour and then have a product that they could sell. I did the work, I did the editing, I paid for the package creation, and I offered it to them at wholesale. Now, if it's a quality product, who wouldn't want to do that? And what I was also doing was marketing them. On each CD, I included the I included the website from each of the people that I interviewed. So that way I'm also helping build their list. Who wouldn't turn that down? It allows them for 1 hour to let somebody else duplicate the marketing effort. So if the content's good, people then want to know more. So even if you're an emerging speaker, you can still create quality product by interviewing quality experts in your industry. It's easier and simpler than you think. Here's the key. Ask. But get started right now today. Start making some calls. Start lining up some interviews. Even if it's just a single CD, just one CD, it's a start. And if you want multiple streams of speaking income, it's going to start with one. As Craig Valentine says, even if it's a trickle, it takes a trickle to become a stream, to become a jet stream. So get started today so you can get paid to speak. If you'd like some advice on marketing and what's happening now, what's working now in this industry that wasn't working 10 years ago, wasn't even available 10 years ago, just go to www.getpaidtospeak.com and let Ford Sakes and I, 2 in-demand speakers, help you with your business and achieve your business goals. Get paid to speak.